Sometimes it's hard to be in this world, to feel the things I feel. Sometimes it's hard to know where the light has gone. Sometimes it's hard to see in this world the cruelty and the pain. Sometimes I just despair of what we have become. And then I see somebody hold another in their pain. I watch the love repair the broken pieces of their shame. Suddenly the world turns inside out. Surrender to my love. Surrender to my love. Gently ride the wave. She'll carry you back home. She'll carry you back home. A wise man told me change could come if we would only hear the message of the ages whispered in our ears. If we would only stop and hear the love song of the heart, and have the faith to follow where she leads. And though it seems impossible to see another way, I hold on to the truth that righteousness will have its day. Suddenly the world turns inside out. Surrender to my love. Surrender to my love. Gently ride the wave. She'll carry you back home. Surrender to my love. Surrender to my love. Gently ride the wave. She'll carry you back home. She'll carry you back home. She'll carry you back home.
Om Shanti. Just a little bit. Yeah, be fine. Om Shanti. So this is our last session together, and everyone's already beginning to disperse, as you can see. But that's the nature of life, isn't it? Coming and going. And so this session really has been titled Sustaining the Angel. And I think the main thing is to put myself under the influence of one. And if you look at the last half cycle, every lifetime we've put ourselves under the influence of so many things: teachers, gurus, cultures, parents, partners, society, governments, and they've all influenced us. But what I've observed is that the more I put myself under the influence of Baba, under that one influence, automatically I become an angel. And an angel is fundamentally the main aspect, is to be totally in love with one. And on the basis of that, I have love for the whole of humanity. Because I think one of the things of an angel, perhaps the second thing, is that angels have love and good wishes for every human soul. They suspend judgment and have mercy for everybody. And this is why angels are loved so much. And really, I think to become an angel, I need to transform my feelings and make them completely clean for absolutely everybody. And when I look at the history of Baba's teachings, when Baba began in the 1930s, he first talked about purity in action. Stop the cycle of impurity at the level of action. Don't get angry, don't do this. Then later, especially when Baba became Avyakt, or before that, he talked about purity of thought. Stop the cycle of impurity at the level of thought. The karma of thinking, the instant I generate a negative thought, a waste thought, what happens to my peace and happiness? Instant change. But now I feel Baba's teaching about purity in feelings. And that really means to keep my feelings clean no matter what. Because each time someone behaves badly, someone says something, and I generate a negative feeling, a bad feeling, a critical feeling, a hurt feeling, my stage instantly drops. And I would say that the angel makes the decision in life to go into every environment, the family, the world, work, and keep my feelings clean. I feel this is our study now, and it's a big quest because we live in a very tamo-pradhan world where all sorts of things are going. But as soon as I react and have those negative feelings, bad feelings, hurt feelings, I lose my spirituality and I lose my connection. The angel keeps the feelings clean. And in a way, the angel completely transforms all relationships, from karmic relationships to relationships which are absolutely pure. And I often feel, how can I tell my level of spirituality? I would say it's in my relationships with others. At the end of the cycle, we all have the entire spectrum of sanskaras. We all in this room, we have the capacity to be so loving, so sweet, so kind, so gentle. But at the other end, we have the capacity to be so sensitive, so easily upset, so easily hurt. And the way I look at relationships is that when I come in front of another soul, whoever that may be, their face, their vibrations, their words, the memories of them trigger feelings in me. They will trigger feelings in me. The angel looks at the self and says, why did I allow myself to be influenced? The one who's not the angel will always project onto the other. And I would say, even after so many years as BKs, we still fall back into this old pattern of projecting back onto other people. And all other souls they're messengers to show me what's still in me. Because if you behave badly and I react, it's showing me I still carry that capacity. I'm still have that nature to get disturbed or get affected or whatever by you. So in a way, other souls become an instrument for me to know myself really deeply. And that's the role of the angel. The angel is constantly has this one aim to clear all accounts with all human souls, so that no relationship upsets me, disturbs me, has any influence. And of course, it's a high destination. But the power of the angel is the angel spreads pure feelings everywhere. And sometimes I think, what is the role of the Brahmin family? What is the role of the Brahmin family? The Brahmin family will make me the angel. The Brahmin family will make me pure. Because if I can live in the heart of this family and maintain good feelings for people, maintain loving feelings, I know I've transformed. But along the way, there will be differences. It's absolutely normal. It's normal to have differences. The real issue is how I respond. Do I respond like an angel and just have good wishes? Or do I go back to my old body-conscious pattern, getting hurt, getting upset, gossiping to people, and just responding in the old way? Because really, as I see it, that really the angel is the one that just is always keeping my feelings clean, regardless of what's happening. And what happens in the Brahmin family, I think, this is the playground for us to heal relationships and become the angel, because the Brahmin family will make me egoless. And if I can live in the heart of the Brahmin family, sometimes you're given an opportunity, sometimes somebody else. Sometimes you're praised, sometimes somebody else. Sometimes you're put in front, sometimes somebody else. It's absolutely healthy. The angel is an egoless being. And if we live in this family and just, learn and keep learning and understand that if the more I can maintain good wishes and pure feelings, I clear my accounts with everyone and I become more and more angelic. Because I would say the main reason that we come down from the stage of the angel is we allow myself to be influenced and therefore disturbed, upset, hurt, etc. The programming is so deep. And what is my level of purity in relationships? Because an angel has purity in all relationships. I would say if I reject somebody, if I give someone the silent treatment, you know the silent treatment? You just ignore them like they don't exist. Or if I hold grudges, and I can't forgive people, it's not about the other person. The other person's an instrument for me to know my sanskar. So if I reject someone, it's showing me I still have that capacity in me not to speak to somebody, to avoid somebody, to give them the silent treatment. So it's showing me that I still have tamo-pradhan sanskaras. When I reject, when I don't speak, when I hold grudges, when I can't forgive. What are tamo sanskaras? Tamo sanskaras, I would say, are when I get easily upset. A little thing happens, I make it into a big story, something. Or I have constant mental criticism. You know, one of the ways I measure ego is my attitude to people. And I might not say much. Some people feel I don't have much ego because I'm quiet. But if in my mind I'm always picking faults, or they're like this, they're like that, this is not rude, this, that's showing me how much ego I have actually. And so tamo sanskaras, getting easily upset, this mental criticism of others. And sometimes having a special friend when we sit together and we sort of, you know, what's the right word? we discuss. Oh, what an angel she is. Eh? We gossip. You know how Sister Mohini defines gossip? Any conversation longer than 10 minutes. I think that's pretty good actually, because you know how you start to talk and then you just start to go into all these other things. So the angel has clean feelings. And on this journey, do I still have tamo-pradhan sanskaras I reject? Do I have tamo sanskaras of constant criticism, getting easily upset? What are rajo sanskaras? Preferences. I like you, I don't like you. You know, this like and dislike mentality is very body conscious. And still sometimes we have this feeling, these are really good, these people, and these people are no good. And I would say sato sanskaras are when really I'm moving into the world of being and living as an angel. When my natural response is to give love, to have good wishes and pure feelings, to have compassion, to have mercy. And Baba described it so beautifully this morning, didn't he? If someone's a little sad, you know, reach out to them and give them that support. You know, don't push someone down further when they're already down. Because sometimes in drama, some personalities do have a set of sanskaras that a lot of people find them difficult to deal with. And so we sort of avoid that person or don't really show that understanding to that person. But Baba described the behavior of an angel so beautifully this morning that you reach out to even the most difficult personalities. So we'll have just a few minutes. so. Becoming an angel, sustaining the angel, is keeping clean feelings for everybody. Realizing the millisecond I react with those bad feelings, hurt feelings, negative feelings, critical feelings, my spirituality goes down. I go from an angel back to a human being. And so this Sato Pradhan Sanskara is really to have those good wishes. What are Sato Pradhan Sanskaras? If someone has no love for me, and I think we all have one or two people in our lives, or have had, no matter what you do, it's never right. And that's one of the biggest challenges for most people to, no matter what, someone is just pushing you out or, dismissing you or avoiding you or whatever. Sometimes that we take such deep pain and sorrow from that. But I would say the angel understands that sometimes we have a karmic story with an individual. Most we can resolve, but sometimes you can't even resolve some, and I still have good wishes for that soul. Is it possible? Is it possible? Because I think that's the ultimate spiritual power. When someone rejects you, maybe someone doesn't like you, and yet to clear your mental account, you have good wishes. Because when I have good wishes, I clear all my mental accounts with all human souls. And so the angel is living in this world, and the reason the angel's flying is the feelings are always light and pure and clean and benevolent, always. That's the part of the angel. And the way the angel communicates is that when we communicate, we always communicate on three levels. One is what we say. The second is your face. We read each other through our faces. We do it subconsciously and consciously. And the third is the vibrations. But 80% of the influence of any communication is non-verbal, 80 to 90, your face and your vibes. The angel understands the way to deal in any situation is through your face and your vibrations. And even when you speak, the intent of your words are coming from such a sweet place of love. And really, many times some people wonder why people don't really love me, why people don't really come very close. It's because we hold thoughts and feelings in our mind. People feel them. They show through my face. We read each other's vibrations. We, especially BKs, I think we're very in tune. And if someone comes to say hello to me, and I say, "Hi, nice to see you," and then in my mind I'm thinking, "Last week you said this. A while back you did this." They will feel that. I've learned that myself. Actually, I honestly believe the main role of instruments in this yagya is to keep my mind clean and benevolent. The fragrance of my thoughts, because people will feel, and it's like a subtle wall between hearts. When I'm carrying your story in my mind, you can feel it. And that's where the angel has just made a decision that we're at the end of the cycle. Everyone is struggling in this world, everybody. And so my part is just to waft around as the angel, whoever I meet, whether it's in the Brahman family, the Lokik family, in the workplace, even in the checkout. Honestly, when I go shopping even, I want to smile at people because, otherwise, we all know what our world is like at the moment. And the angel is the one that's always giving in this way and communicating. And I feel knowledge transforms the intellect. So Baba gives me this new perception of reality. And to me, what I love about the Morley is that it's like God's telling me how he thinks. Baba's telling me how he thinks. And I start to look through that filter and interpret life in that way. But yoga transforms my feelings. The more I'm plugging into Baba. Who is Baba? Baba's like an ocean of clean feelings, pure feelings, loving feelings, divine feelings, peaceful feelings. The more I connect to Baba, the more my feelings become clean. It sustains me and sustains others. Because the angel always is aware that my main part is to keep clean feelings and spread these clean feelings to everybody. And some years ago, Baba said some things that I really loved. And he was, I studied the Morleys from about the year 2000. I used to summarize every season's Morleys, take out the essence. There was a driving theme for years. Children, good wishes, good wishes, good wishes, good wishes. And actually, we often think it's to clear my accounts with others. It is. But mainly it's to clear my account with me. Because what I began to do was observe that each time I react to somebody, I feel upset, I feel hurt, I feel whatever. I generate a negative feeling, bad feeling, hurt feeling. Subtly, I go back to my impure sanskaras, my body conscious sanskaras, and I give power back to my impurity. I strengthen my body consciousness. And the reason Baba's saying good wishes is to keep myself clean, because each time I generate good wishes, I go to my pure sanskaras. I give power to my purity, and it becomes more my natural nature to see good in others. I remember at one of the last Morleys Baba spoke, Baba said, it was the end of a season, maybe it was the end of the year 2016 or something. Baba said, children, it is essential to see virtues in others. Baba didn't say it's a good thing, it's nice to do. It is essential. Why? Because I've come to the realization, unless I have good wishes and see virtue, I get stuck in my Brahman journey. You follow Baba, you practice, you study, you learn, you do service, but you sort of feel you're on a plateau. You're not going that quickly because the old addiction of the intellect finding fault all the time and what's wrong brings me back and strengthens my impurity. And that's why I think you get to a point on this journey where the only way forward, we live in a completely tamo-pradhan world. We live with all sorts of people with every imaginable type of bad behavior sometimes. And yet still Baba says to have these good wishes. And Baba would say right is right and wrong is wrong, but don't bring it into your feelings. Because what happens for us is our sense of justice kicks in. That's wrong. What you have said, you're a Brahmin and you're like this. So I justify my reaction. I justify a negative attitude because they've broken Srimat or they've done something like that. But you know what Baba said? They make a mistake and you, reacting to them, make an equal mistake. Actually, how do you change people? Do you change people by reacting to them, telling them off? Do people change when you pull their ears? And they don't. They actually change when you really give them love and respect. They really do change. And I've really begun to observe that sometimes our sense of justice really deceives us. Because I get on my high moral horse and I judge that you're not a good Brahmin or you should be behaving in this way. So I justify my negative attitude to you and I feel I'm right, but actually I'm not right. I'm no different from, really, even in that circumstance, does Baba have bad feelings for us? He never does. And he's saying to us it's the same thing. It's incredibly, incredibly subtle, actually. And I remember once Baba meeting 13,000 mothers. So perfect thing on a Mother's Day. And only in the Brahma Kumaris. Where else would that happen in the world? Do you remember Belinda in Shantivan? It was the early 2000s. And Baba said to the mothers, I absolutely loved it. Baba said, you do one thing, you practice one thing, you will become complete, you will settle all your account and become a complete soul, and you will change the whole world. I mean, that's pretty big, isn't it? That's everything. That one thing was good wishes for everybody. And the way Baba said it, and if someone rejects you, if someone dislikes you, if someone hates you, doesn't matter. The way Baba said, doesn't matter. You just have good wishes for everyone. And in a way, Baba was just saying the power of a mind of good wishes, because this is what we all have to practice now, I feel. If we want to change the world, change the family, change myself, practice. And I would experiment, even in your Lokik home, where most of us have some difficult relationships. It takes time, the closer people are to you, but literally do experiments of having good feelings for other souls. See the soul, because good wishes and pure feelings change the mindset of another individual. This is spiritual power. This is the service of the angel. The angel does everything in a subtle way. Everything they do is really subtle. And, the way Baba was saying that they can change the world. And when I was studying all these mulis over a period of time, the language I noticed that came back time and time and time again. Children, no matter what someone is like, you have to give them love and good wishes. No matter what someone is like, even if they oppose you, you have to give them love and good wishes. No matter what someone is like, you have to be loving, and not superficial love. Sometimes we can sort of do it on the surface, but Baba said it has to be real, proper, quality love. And I remember once Baba said, in this context, he said, if somebody is 95% fluctuating and difficult and 5% good, what should we see? What should we see? Is it easy? But why do we love Baba? Because Baba takes us to this standard because we know it's right. Because I find for myself, if somebody is difficult, and it's just almost written in their karmic story, they're not easy to work with, and a lot of people will find that. And if I react a little bit deep down, I know I can be better. You know that feeling? You know I can be better than that. And that's why Baba is setting this incredibly high standard. The angel lives in this world. And I would suggest go home and during the week at the workplace with people, practice. See your mind like a perfume of goodwill and see the soul of others, and rather than reacting to the limited behavior, see the soul and have good wishes. And keep practicing and observe. Do it like an experiment, like research. Observe the effect, because there's nothing more powerful than the mind of the angel, because the angel can shift things, change atmospheres, and do all this sort of thing. So that language Baba kept using, children, no matter what someone is like, he uses it all the time. And I remember I was reading a Moli recently, And Baba said, become like the Father, give greetings and congratulations of happiness and goodwill to every soul at every moment. To every soul at every moment. You know how Baba speaks. No matter if they're BKs, non-BKs, souls with knowledge, souls without knowledge, whoever they are. We are the angels in this world. This is our part. And the byproduct is that you will fly spiritually. If you make the decision, yes, Baba, it's the fact that all the behaviors in the world, all the things going on, I can see it, I know it's there, but I'm making the decision to have good wishes. Spiritually, you will absolutely fly. Because each time I often feel that, the mind of the angel, like I was sharing yesterday, holds 5 types of feelings. The feelings of love and cooperation, the feelings of zeal and enthusiasm, the feelings of benevolence, belonging, soul consciousness. That your mind's holding this sweet vibration. If I pollute it with a bad feeling, a hurt feeling, it sort of pollutes the entire inner system. And it's a challenge, and yet this is what is really the angel. And I feel, for me, it's something which I've really tried to do as much as I can. And, don't always get there. But the more you try, the more it begins to happen. And as I was saying that, I think what helped me really maintain this is I realized every time I generate or react power, I strengthen my body consciousness. And that I had such a deep realization that that's what happens, that I'm attentive now. And so becoming more, how can I become the one? So the angel puts themselves under the influence of one. The angel has good wishes for everybody. What gives me the capacity? Detachment. And I feel this is the third thing to really practice. And detachment is my natural state. Peace is my natural and original state, so is detachment. It's recorded in me. Attachment is an unnatural state. And yet today people think attachment is love. It's absolutely normal. But the main destroyer of families and conflict is attachment. And yet we just think it's absolutely normal to become so dependent on my family and my children, but nothing is more destructive. Attachment breeds these love-hate relationships and these sorts of things. But in the golden age, I am the embodiment of love, but I'm completely detached. When someone dies, they leave their body, I don't even think about them anymore, because I know death is the most natural part of life. And I don't miss them at all. Detachment is my natural state. And detachment is a state of freedom, I would say. I think we all yearn to be free. Often we feel so controlled and held down. The more I become detached, the more I free myself. And I would say the main sign of someone who has a deep relationship with Baba, everyone says, I love Baba, I love Baba, I love Baba. But the sign of love is they will be detached. The real sign of deep love is they will become detached, meaning they're so lost in the love of Baba that automatically the dependent relations just fall away. They fulfill all their responsibilities, and actually you love your family more, but it's not dependent love, it's pure love. And I would say if there's difficult relationships in the family, become more detached, and that will start to heal them. It's amazing. The more detached you become, and I mean Baba's detachment, which is to be really loving and close and kind, but not really dependent, because that dependence, nothing makes me weaker spiritually. And really, I think this is the time that Baba wants us to be really deeply detached. And yet, as I was saying, I think detachment's got a bad reputation. Because many people feel that it doesn't sound very nice. But there's all different types of detachment. One of the reasons, there's the sort of the sannyasi type of detachment, where in the name of detachment, I'm not responsible. I'm detached, I'm detached. Things are going wrong, I'm detached. Or there's escapist style of detachment. Some people can't cope with this world. So they sort of escape into a place because they just can't cope. That's not Baba's detachment. Baba's detachment is I'm so engaged, but I'm uninfluenced by. And, once I was in a meeting, I was sharing this somewhere, but I can never remember where, so if I'm repeating myself, with Daddy Janki, and it was in room 1 in Gyan Sarovar. There was a group of us, and this brother ran in and said, Daddy, brother so-and-so, I forget his name, just left his body 5 minutes ago in Gyan Vigyan Bhavan, or one of those places. And Daddy just straight away, oh, my sweet brother, he was so much serviceable, so loved. It wasn't, what happened? That human response that we have, it was just instant, like, it's life. Honestly, coming into the next few years, we really have to apply Gyan a bit. That's what Baba was saying today. Become the authority of experiencing knowledge. It will help me manage the incredible upheaval that's going to happen. Not only that, if I'm in that stage, I can benefit so many people around me. Have compassion, mercy, and support for them, because people will be absolutely freaking out in an incredible way. And so really, I think experiment when you go back this week and observe yourself about having good wishes for people, even when their behavior is maybe not honest or not appropriate. Still have good wishes. Is it easy? Easy? Wow. Belinda? Yeah. Because I think when I am really dependent on people, they can control me. That sense of, because they know you, they know your vulnerabilities, they can control you. I find we had one mother in Australia. I remember she was telling me she had 4 kids. And one day she came to Cindy, she said, I've had enough. They were 4 adult children. Actually, they're lovely children. But she said, I've had enough. And she just said, she was still with them doing everything, but she just became more detached. And she came to me and said, I can't believe it. They just used to ignore me a lot. Now they come and ask my opinion. And she realized the more I live in my self-respect and see them more as a soul and detached, they begin to respect me more. The more you're attached, I think people don't have as much. They just think they can control you, they can do anything. It's like the more you live in your self-respect, then you're not so, they won't sort of try to control you as much, and they start to have more respect for you. Detachment is our natural and original state. And as I said, the more detachment, the more you'll come close. Think about that. the more you're detached, meaning uninfluenced, the more you'll come close to people. It's a paradox in a way. And that's why I was saying yesterday, who's the most loved? It's Baba. And who's the most loving? It's Baba. But who's the most detached? It's Baba. He's totally, utterly, completely detached. And really, the more we go back to the normalcy of being loving and detached, it heals relationships. This is the sanskara of an angel too. Anyway, I think it's 11 o'clock. 30 seconds to 11. Pardon? I couldn't hear that. Please say 30 words. Okay. Om, 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 om. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's why I've decided for myself that the real study now is to keep my feelings clean. And that's a big thing because all around it's a tamo pradhan world, tamo pradhan behavior, tamo pradhan attitudes, tamo pradhan everything. And yet our quest is to keep where I have control, which is my mind, my feelings clean, because it will sustain me and it will actually support people around me. And it's purity, isn't it? That I'm able to keep my mind unpolluted by what's happening out there. And in a way, that's the angel. And the angel's flying beyond the atmosphere of the Tamo Pradhan world. It's in the world, but it's beyond the influence of the world. That's why they're shown with wings and flying. It's a great analogy, isn't it? That they're flying because they're flying beyond the Tamo Pradhan atmosphere. And we have to learn how to protect ourselves because, when the soul is empty, when we're empty inside, we need to fill it. And I often use the example of a vacuum cleaner. A vacuum cleaner sucks up. So if you give me love, like the sound effects, you give me respect, you give me cooperation, you insult me, you defame me, I take it all. I take it all in. All the good stuff, all the bad stuff, and then I blame you. I mean, this is this cycle of self-deception that we're caught in this world. Because I'm empty, but the more I'm full with Baba, I will be detached from the atmosphere. It's a natural consequence when you become spiritually full. And then when you use your mind, it's the fast track of spiritual growth. Because the byproduct of having good wishes for everyone is my mind is always light, clean, pure, and powerful. And that's why it's like clears my mental accounts. The more I have good wishes for people, I clear those mental accounts with them. And it's like becoming a complete detached observer. I see a soul, they're behaving in a certain way. Rather than allow my emotions to kick in, I observe they're under the influence of their sanskaras, they're under the influence of their karmic story. Rather than judgment, I offer mercy, because most of humanity now is completely under the influence of their sanskaras and their karmic story. And so we can look, what is the world now? Just everyone blaming each other. I heard one person recently say, all politics is finding someone to blame. It's sort of true. You look at the world now, just it's them. It's not me. No, I'm fine. It's everybody else. That's how far away from truth is that? It's just so disconnected from truth. Amen. So, because we do actions with a huge desire when we're body conscious. Because I'm empty, I want an outcome. So I have this very strong desire of a result or an outcome, that you will do what I want, or you will love me, or you will. And if it works, I'm really happy. And if it doesn't, I'm really disappointed and hurt and angry. Baba does the opposite. So Baba says, remember Baba, have attainment from Baba. And then when you come into action, the result, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you're detached. But when you're empty, you're doing the action to fill yourself. And if it doesn't work out, and that's why people today become so disappointed with outcomes, because they attach their heart to a result or an outcome. But when I'm full, and that's where we can do things like we put on a program. If we put on a program, spend months working for it, and a few people turn up, it's drama. What can we do to get on with life? But a lot of people, oh, what a shame. Oh, that's terrible. And they just debrief and feel so upset. And, you see, when you attain from Baba and you're full, naturally you become more detached. You do the action, but if it works out, it's good. If it doesn't, it's okay also. Because that's life. It's just life. When you take back your spiritual power, all these things begin to fall into place. Okay.
Om Shanti. Don't we feel the retreat was a bit too short? Next time you come, we're going to keep it for a week, okay?
A week?
Because that will be the retreat to let us go all home. So this is the retreat to prepare us for that final moment. But I think our hearts are full, aren't they? And also there's a lot for us to really work on and reflect on deeply. So I'm going to invite from the family, what would you like to share in terms of what you took from this weekend before we end off with Toli and blessings? So whoever would like to come. Nice if we get people from different provinces and those who are here for the first time to come and share. Come. Self-attention. Kitty, come stand and say it so everyone can see who said it. Say Kitty from Durban.
Kirti from Durban. For me, I'm personally taking very much being inspired by Charlie Bhai's personal efforts for this entire retreat, for him to have shared all that he has shared. So it has inspired me to take my self-efforts to another level. Om Shanti.
Anyone else would like to come share? Come. Don't be shy. Come, Jay-Bhai. If you stood up, you have to shake. Jay-Bhai knows there's no escape from me.
Shanti, everyone. Charlie Bhai, it was really, really a special retreat for everyone, myself as well, really for me in particular. So I think everyone will agree if I say that over these 2 days, what they normally call, you normally have these masterclass things. You wonder, what are these masterclass things? This week, this week's retreat was a masterclass. Each of the topics that were discussed, the angel, the love, each one was a masterclass. And so it puts such a burden and responsibility on us to reciprocate, brother. But a burden with love, because it was with tremendous amount of love that you shared what you felt would take us to the next level, And for me in particular, revising the Murli, reading the Murli a few times to really be able to experience the knowledge in the Murli that Baba gives. That was your Friday class. Picked it up from there. The thread, I like that phrase, the subtle thread of my intellect to be connected with Baba. Then not to be influenced, not to allow one's mind to be influenced. And you summarized it well just now when you say what we need to practice on. The good feelings, pure feelings and good wishes for everyone, detachment, and to really make Baba to be dependent on Baba, make Baba our sole source of influence. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Come, Lebo. Say where you're from.
Om Shanti. Labahang here from Botswana. It's my first time attending the BK retreat. I'm so full. Spiritual. I'm starting to become emotional now. This was a spiritual awakening for me. Thank you, Sister Usha and Brother Mari, for inviting me and bringing me here. Brother Charlie, thank you very much for your teachings. I'm going to start applying those in my daily life. I've been on a 2-week sick leave. I'm going back to work tomorrow. So I've been sending all the good wishes and the love to to my colleagues. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And take away for me is the detachment, the spreading of the love. I'm so touched. Like I said, I'm full spiritually. Today's session was at another level, especially when you shared the Bema story. I felt like becoming one of the sisters already. And just go and serve. It was so touching for me. I became emotional when you shared that story. Om Shanti, thank you, everyone.
Okay, come a few more, come. Our little Baya, come.
Om Shanti, everyone. This retreat was truly very powerful for me. The peaceful atmosphere, meditation, and time spent here gave me a lot of inner peace and happiness. And honestly, Charlie Bhai classes were really powerful. The points shared touched the heart deeply and gave me new ways of thinking spiritually. I want to thank all brothers and sisters for the lovely effort that they made for this retreat. So special. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Say who your name is from.
I'm Vishesh from Nelsprit, and now we move to Pretoria to So Centurion.
I'm Shanti. I'm Lebo from Soweto. So, Brother Charlie, I have a personal attachment to you. We need to detach. I remember you came and then you were at the Soweto Center. Since from then, your classes, I just listened to your classes. Okay, let me just end it there because, yes. So I feel like this weekend for me, it's a spiritual recharge, everything. It's like I'm starting all over again. I'm flying and I'm an angel already, and I'm just actually going to keep this, from all the teachings that you've gave us this weekend, and also apply and practice and practice and practice. Thank you so much for everything.
Shanti, you know me, so I'm not going to introduce myself. Okay, I'm Mala. Observatory. So, Charlie, I think I did express what I felt, but I think the weekend or the retreat title means When I Remember the Angel Emerges. And you mentioned that Brahma Baba, the angel, is inspiring us, and the whole weekend that's the experience I have received. So thank you for being the instrument, because that's really, I think, such a deep experience. Is to say, really, when I remember, the angel does appear, and there's nothing more to that. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you. So someone from Newcastle.
Om Shanti, Jai Bhai. Very grateful to be here at the retreat and to have our brother Charlie Bhai sharing his wonderful experience of how he traveled all over the world. Isn't that wonderful? So we have Baba's house everywhere. Looks like every part of the globe we have Baba's house. And we have Baba's children everywhere there. It is such a wonderful feeling that our Brahman family has gone through every corner of the world practically. So I'm so grateful that Brother Charlie Bhai has brought this wonderful feeling that he has for all and for all Brahmin families and all the souls of the world. It makes me feel connected now in a very wonderful way to our greatest family, that is the souls. I remember one incident that I was in Madhuban. I went with a very fighting mood, as if it were. Before that, let me just tell you about this little town called Newcastle. It's like Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town. This little town is like a backdrop. So you get planes flying from Durban to Johannesburg, Cape Town to Johannesburg, and all the way. This little town is left out. So I was slowly developing this feeling, why is the seniors not coming to Newcastle? Well, Charlie Bhai, sorry. I invite you to come, if it is possible. So, dear brothers and sisters, you do have a little town that's called Newcastle, in which there is a family, our Brahman family there, that is keeping Baba's yagya going. So anytime you are passing over by a motor car, please turn around and stop at our center. It will boost the morale of our brothers and sisters that are there in Newcastle. We are 100 kilometers away from the nearest BK. Joburg, we are 200 and some odd kilometers away. We are the only town that is there surrounded by no BKs except BKs in Newcastle. So I can understand there's a lot of work that we have to do to expand. So, but by your good wishes, by your pure feelings, just as Charlie Bhai said, we can shift this backdrop of what we could say service. So what happened after I spoke to Jayanti Ben in Madhuban. She says that I told Jayanti Ben, you know why BKs are leaving us out? We are such a small town. She says that go and find. You will find the fault is in you. So I went back and I really began to think about this. There is no need for us to feel disheartened about what is fixed in the drama. So I understood what Jayanti Ben said. We have to be detached, and when we are detached, we let go. And when we let go, changes will begin to take place. So this is my story. I'd like to thank Charlie Bhai and the team that put up this wonderful retreat. I know that all of you enjoyed yourself, and we will carry this in our hearts until sometime Baba says, okay, Jai Bhai, come. Om Shanti.
Your ticket has been ticked, has Baba said today? Okay, so someone from Kwaheba? GQ, right? Okay, anyone from GQ to come share? Come. Linda, come. Come share. She's saying, come. Come, Linda, come.
Om Shanti. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to share about. I believe so. I've been to a couple of national retreats, and this has been the best. It's been absolutely wonderful. Charlie, your wisdom, your experience is just inspiring. And I'm sure that every single person here has left feeling inspired, and that each and every one of us can do it. Because we do suffer from a lack of self-respect, and we do think, oh, it's only them that this applies to, but it applies to each and every one of us, and the message is clear about what we need to do. So thank you. Thank you to everyone, and thank you to the organisers for all your hard work, and we really appreciate this time. Thanks, Charlie.
Okay. The mother city, Cape Town, anyone from there? Chilo. They're all looking at each other. Like, you go.
So, the very first senior I've met when I came into Yarn was Charlie Bhai. So, back then when you knew, you don't realize you actually meet God. So when he said he met God, I had to go and ask him, what did he say to you? And then I realized Ashen Bhai was also, then I realized, no, there's something here. But that was in 1994. And then I met him again in 2006 at that retreat, and then 2013, and we're here again. So it's very special. This time around, it was a very deep understanding as how you get to the proper soul consciousness. And I understood what you meant by evolving the ego into a body conscious sense of Brahmanhood. That was a bit of an eye-opener, understanding why you take sorrow. If you're taking something, you're still in the state of body conscious. And I think it hit home very hard for me. Because, I promised myself, try and keep quiet. It's not good to see your ego face you, just keep quiet. And I'm making that concerted effort to just be in that state of beingness. So this retreat kind of reaffirmed a lot. In that regard, thank you very much. Brother Avinal from Cape Town.
Originally KZN. Come. We need a true Cape Townian still.
Om Shanti, everybody. I'm Iris from Durban, Toti. The second meeting, when I went to Madhavan, I was brave enough to approach Brother Charlie. And I told him that after this meeting, I'm not going to go empty-handed. So he says, just go and sit outside the history hall. And that is what I did. And my experience with Baba that day was so exhilarating, and it was like an intimate meeting between Baba and me. And thank you so much for that. You don't know the difference that you made in me. The whole weekend, you shared with so much of love. And there were many souls there that I didn't know before this weekend. But now I feel it's that camaraderie of love that brought us together. Thank you. And what I'm going to take from this gathering is, from you is, I feel that I am uplifted from a Brahmin to an angel, and then I have to practice what you shared, to be detached, have good feelings, and have mercy. Om Shanti.
Thank you. One more from Cape Town. Come. Okay. Yeah. Maputo, Sandra. Sandra, come. Yeah. Who? Maseka. Okay, Maseka. Come, Sandra, Maseka, and Sadnabin, you've been nominated. Come, Sandra. Come. From Maputo. Maputo. The only one that managed to get here, hey? From Mozambique.
Thank you. Shanti.
Portuguese, I'll translate for you.
Can I speak in Portuguese? Sister will translate. Brother, you know Portuguese? Okay, my name is Sandra. Sorry, my English is not that good. I'm from Maputo. Out of 7, only me be able to attend the retreat. I'm so
Lucky. Honorable, yeah.
I'm so honorable to be here, to meet Brother Charlie for the first time, and to be with Divine Family once again. And so many things I take away. So thank you.
And you're going to go back and give everything to those who couldn't come, hey? Big family there that couldn't come. Come, Maseke.
Om Shanti. I am Maseke. Yes, Maseke. 2 things. One, Charlie Bhai said we should not labor, because if we labor, it's body consciousness. It's heavy. But if we do it out of love, out of detachment, it's easy, it's natural. I'm going to carry that. I want to speak to the good wishes. I work for government. It's not the best of environments. And because of my boss, who was from another world, I spoke to Sister Indrani, and she said, just send best wishes. You know, say he's a good, powerful soul. You know, he's forever happy. He accepts you as you are, and you accept him as he is. You know what? Life is different. But mostly I want to appreciate Brahma Kumaris that you don't talk love, you don't talk simplicity, you live it.
So, everyone, we have to give Masek a lot of good wishes. She's in social development. So can you imagine the fiber of the government in her hands? So we should input all our good wishes so that she can make all the changes in social development. So please, as you see her, keep giving her good wishes.
And Sister Masek is from Nelspruit. Right, okay. Okay, one more person. Okay, Brother Andre coming. Great.
Shanti. I'm Andre Young. I took the body in Durban. I live in Johannesburg. I frequent Cape Town. But Brother Charlie, thank you for reminding us that heaven on Mother Earth is me, you, us. I think many years ago, I heard this from Daddy Junkie, and I was thankfully reminded. Love is what life is all about. So, brother, thank you for reminding us that this family is re-establishing heaven on Mother Earth, wherever we are. Om Shanti.
So our picnic spots, no? Joburg, Cape Town, GQ, Durban. Durban's going to be in the ocean, okay. Right, anyone else? Oh, Brother Max, our magician, come.
Thank you, Tiba. Om Shanti, brothers and sisters, and Brother Charlie. I take out a dove, he flew away. And the rabbit ran. Okay. I first met Brother Charlie in Madaban in October 2023, and I noticed two special things about him that I noticed again this weekend, and that is, one, his knack. He is adept at taking what is complex subjects and reducing them to simplicity, where we can not just understand them, but digest them, and perhaps more importantly, apply them. The other thing I find stimulating with Brother Charlie is his enthusiasm. When he regales us with these stories, some that happened 30, 40, maybe 50 years ago, I don't want to give your age away, Charlie. 50 years ago, he's so enthusiastic, you would think this happened last night. And my lovely brothers and sisters, please always remember, there is magic in simplicity. The magic I performed last night was based on the simplest techniques of magic. There is magic in enthusiasm, and there is magic in love, and there is magic in Brahma Kumaris. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.
Om Shanti. I was just sharing with someone that when I'm in the gathering like this and we sit in yoga, it's just so easy. Did you find that? It's like the whole gathering just lifts you up, and there's that very easy and sweet connection with Baba. And I think it's the atmosphere of all of us together. And it's also because our intellects have been so deeply engaged in each session that we've had with Brother Charlie. So I was thinking about the intellect when it's exposed to such elevated thought, and as has been said, so made so simple for us, so that, whatever is in the notebook can actually be put into practice, so that when we go away from here, we will actually feel that a shift has happened within. So it's the knowledge, it's the power of the gathering, the yoga, and it's something that I personally miss being in GQ. We have a very lovely family there, but very small. So when I come into this gathering, it's like oxygen. It's wonderful. So thank you, Charlie Bhai. Very special. And thank you to this divine family. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, Charlie Bhai, what can we say? The one thing that we heard so often this week was the word love. But love really means there's no spaces between us. And I think the way Charlie Bhai shared his effort, he kind of removed all the spaces. Because when I was thinking Charlie Bhai, like 50 years in Guyana, and I thought, well, in that 50 years, all that you did was really just repeat the same things Baba shared. And actually, what you did was brought those things close to us. And I thought, really, it's something that, for me, I think I discovered a big thing of being so lazy, actually. And if we just not lazy and just work with it, but I'm really speaking to myself, that actually it's not difficult. So I really was reminded again that it's really easy, but we really have to be alert and attentive. We have to remove this very good friend of ours that says just stretch a little bit, relax a little bit, don't, it's easy, Raja Yoga. So we say these nice things to ourselves and we put ourselves into a trance. So I think that's like the end of that now. But more than anything else, that what Charlie Bhai brings is a feeling of belonging. So he really gets the feeling that he's ours. Do you get that feeling? It's our brother Charlie, no? And so that's really a sign of, one of the 8. I thought I had to introduce that topic. But today I have to do something really special. So yesterday we had the opportunity of celebrating 40 years. But this is not the first time. It happened another time as well. So the very special instrument to make it happen was Sister Belinda, no? So we want to honorarily make her 40 years. So can we call Sister Belinda forward, please? Please go onto the stage, sister. Yes. One eulogy. What is this? This is for PE, right? Oh, that GQ thing. That GQ place, right? So from our hearts, you know how they give a doctorate to somebody? So we are fast forwarding her to 40 years. Now that you're 40 years, Belinda, now that you just became 40 years, how does it feel?
I always own this, that I'm 2 years younger than my sisters here, because Daddy Janki came 2 years late, and she had to work very hard to catch up. But I feel I'm in good company with her, and I had beautiful examples in front of me, so that was my gift. Thank you.
So, all I can say that, thank you is easy to say, but putting it to practice is the real thing. So that's what I'm going with. Thank you.
Okay, so I think just to say a big thank you to Charlie Bhai. Thank you for being with us. And also thank you to the family, because I think everything went through very smoothly, and there was a lot of cooperation from everyone. And that really just, I think, it flowed very lovely. This was the first time we used this venue. And I think everyone's little finger just helped to let it flow beautifully. So big thank you to everyone for that. And I think for me, what I really take from today, from this weekend's retreat as well, is that, our Brahman life must be natural, that our efforts are natural. And when you were talking about, connecting with Baba and that string, strengthening, I could just see the brain. And, the more when you study the brain as well, the more you do a certain thing, the thicker that connection gets. So just to know that in the moments when I remember Baba, that's when I'm strengthening that connection. And it keeps building on it. And that's then what makes it such a natural way of living and being. So I really enjoy that aspect. And also just, the detachment is our natural sanskar. And I love that, because people say I'm too detached. So it just felt, I think I'm doing it right in one way. I'm a bit like Didi Nirmala, too detached, have to work on the loving part. But it's that was also being affirmed in some way for myself. So thank you very much. You want to say something?
So I'm standing here on behalf of all the mothers in this room, and from our hearts, thank you all for honoring us today for Mother's Day. It was very special to be with this family, and I know some of the mothers are going to be with their other families later today. But when we celebrate with Baba's children, it's very special. Thank you for making it so special. And special thanks to the breakfast team for making the Mother's Day breakfast so special. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I think now we at that point where we'll take blessings and Toli at end of the retreat. And those who are leaving before lunch, there's road food at the back. So please take your little packages of road food. And the other thing is, please do not forget to hand over your keys to the reception here in the atrium. So please do that. Okay. Kalpana, any other announcements? Anything? No, nothing? Nothing. Okay, great. So I think then we can give Tuli and blessings. Okay. Vijay, anything from you? Thank you to Vijay for being our MC.
Thank you. I think no event completes without a lost and found. At least we didn't announce cars blocking anybody. Somebody had left their shawl in the reception. If this belongs to you, please do take it. And then whoever's part of the lunchtime serving, if you could please navigate your way to the kitchen. Take your toli. I know there's Sister Vani, Saloshna, and someone else that will take in the shuttle. Maybe y'all can come first, take your toli, and before the... Have they left already? Oh, shame. Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's every hour on the half hour. Okay? Every hour on the half hour. And at reception, this reception here? No, at the main reception, that's where you get your shuttle. Okay? Great. Okay, so if I can get two brothers to move this table and bring chairs on the floor so we can give Toli blessings. Okay.
Come, take a ride with me to paradise. Heaven's in your heart beating inside. You're alive, the great divine, older than time. You are loved, yes, you are loved, and the stars in our sky, billion-year-old lights light up the sky, and you can feel the universe through your heart, the divine design of you. The time has come for you to honor the miracle of you. And you are so beautiful, the way your body moves and holds it all. Your heart lights up hearts, and your love illuminates our world. Your soul is old, your soul is old, and the stars in our sky, billion-year-old lights light up the sky, and you can feel the universe through your heart, the divine design of you. The time has come for you to honor the miracle of you. Oh, the road's been long, and the heart is strong. Let your love lift you up, let your heart rocket you to honor the miracle of you.